Welcome to the Outcast Trading channel. My name is Jack and I'd love to share with you my insights on the foreign currencies markets known as Forex. I'll try to cover what can we expect from the price action in the upcoming week, and also where are the potential opportunities to make some money in those markets using my approach to them. But before we do so, I'd love to ask you one thing. Like or dislike this video, just do something, subscribe if you like, but just react to this video because it helps us grow this channel and deliver our content to more of the aspiring traders out there in the internet. Also, one more thing, you can join our Discord for free. Yes, we have a community of traders. We are focused on knowledge. We also have a subscription plan. So if you like to have more insights from me and other consistent traders and few more bonuses and contents, we have a good subscription model. It's not so expensive, and also because it's our first birthday and we are already 1 year in the space, we have a brilliant offer for you. For first monthly subscription, you have 70% off on the first month, and it's until end of August. Okay, so with that said, this promotion things, let's jump straight to market analysis. So here we have Euro USD and monthly chart, as you can see. So we did talk about few things in the last video. So here we have the big fat ass decade-long range, almost decade. 8 years long range. So we have because today is a big day, on Friday the monthly closed, and it might give us more insight on the price action. So we have a first monthly close below this liquid zone since November 99. So yeah, it's a big thing. Also, what I have marked here, it's the parity level. This is like a big psychological level, and you could see the price reacting out of it, because what it means basically that euro for a brief moment was worth exactly or even less than $1, meaning the dollar gained the upper hand over the euro for a short little period of time. Okay, it was not long, but it's a big thing. Okay, it doesn't happen too much from when the euro started trading. Basically, we had this opportunity to cross this zone 2 times in a history, with 1 week, actually 3 times in a history before what happened last time. So it's a big thing. Okay, so what I'm looking on the monthly, I know I won't take any trades out of it because it's monthly and the setup takes years, and I'm a scalper mostly, so I don't care if it's where it goes. But it means that if we have another bearish close below the liquid zone, it means change of behavior, and in this giant oscillator we will have the price action most likely coming lower to reach 0.95 or even lower. We will see on the go, but this is the thing I'm watching, okay, on the monthly. So it takes years to get setups, especially in Forex, which is giant oscillators. So if you lose the opportunity, well, it will be next time. Okay, so let's talk about weekly. We covered it in the last video, so I was expecting, and good if my predictions are playing out, a bounce, and yes, a little bit of more upside price action. Why? First of all, this big level got a nice reaction. A lot of people are shorting here, and if a lot of people are shorting here, well, it's a free liquidity to the upside if you think about it this way. We have a bullish divergence on the weekly, which is a big thing, and most of my my friends are playing it like, if you have the bullish divergence or the bearish divergence, you close your trades on 21 exponential moving average, 21 EMA, which is this orange line. So yeah, it's where it can go, but I don't think it will go there in a straight way, first of all. And the second of all, if we zoom into daily, one more thing about the weekly, we also have a stochastics almost in a critical bearish zone. Yeah, they are in a critical zone. And what we can say, this red line, they're trying to go slightly up. So yeah, bulls have a chance. But daily is more interesting. So we covered it. This 21 EMA here provided a nice reaction last week to the downside, but still coming back to it with the RSI on this dump just testing the moving average and still going up. It's still in the neutral zone near the 50. So it's, you know, dump or moon scenario here. If you can call a moon in the Forex. But more interesting is the stochastics. This red line in my J stocks is coming up. So it gives a chance of a try higher. So how I would play it? I won't short here. I don't like shorting just here. I would wait for this liquidity zone to get tested, especially, and I hope Mark won't kill me for my fib pull. If we pull the Fibonacci here, you can see the 618 level. The golden pocket is coming right here at the bottom of the liquidity zone. So if I'm long, I would be closing my longs here and waiting for the price to resolve. Or if I want to go short, yes, I would go short here. And how I would manage my risk above the top here. So I know it's wide, but I'm not going with a scalp. I'm just talking about more like a swing trade or whatever, however you can call it in Forex. But basically this is a short area. This will induce many people buying because they will think it's fake out. And also big area to watch, because if it fades this area, then it will be going higher, and most likely it will be just a big nice fake out, and it will come back to the range, and we will plot the range, the zones lines into the range later. So yeah, it's not particularly bullish like a full bull, but I wouldn't short here. Okay, so this is my approach and this is how I make money. So let's go to 4 hours, because, well, it's the time frame where we can basically make some money on the weekly basis. I won't cover the lower time frames. If you want me to cover lower time frames, just write to me in a Discord or leave a comment, and yes, we can cover lower ones. So how I see it, we are in the range here on the 4 hour. The interesting thing here is that, first of all, the price action is trying to regain the 21 EMA, but basically the levels 10110 up to 10240. This is like my main range. If it breaks to the upside here, here is how well I would be interested in playing it. So break, confirmation, some retest, maybe even a little lower, and play it close here. Absolutely not holding my trades over this zone. Okay, and I just realized that for another 25 minutes I was talking to myself because my mic broke. So I need to re-record it again. So we stopped at Euro USD for our time frame, and what am I looking here? We have those zones. This is the resistance support of the small range. Overall, how I would play it, just using the horizontals, wait for a break, retest, and play it here, close it absolutely here at this golden pocket in the bottom of the liquidity zone. So this is for a short-term play. Of course, taking partial profits at 200 EMA and SMA never hurt nobody. So if you are able to lock some profits, it's always good. Markets are crazy, are absolutely crazy. I mean, I didn't know I would leave the times where this shit happens. But yeah, it's like the market cycle. So I don't remember if I spoke about EMAs, but 21 EMA, 55, it's a kind of a good setup. RSI to the upside, retested the EMA. Stochastics are still going up on the J stocks, and well, I will make a next video how to make them by yourself. They're not paid. You don't need to pay for them. It's pretty easy. So yeah, here is the bullish scenario. Range scenario is here, probably even using this support here. Let's see what the volume profile can tell us. Yeah, I would be using I would be using as a support if I'm planning to short 1,01500, yeah, something like here, this level. You can read it on the screen probably. So here it is. If it breaks, smaller scalps, probably lower to the monthly level, to the parity level, a big level to watch. Okay, so this is Euro USD, and let's go with GBP USD. Okay, I have a deja vu. Okay, so what happened here? Well, I'll get my fibs out of the picture. So GBP USD looks better than Euro USD. It closed the monthly above the liquid zone, and I need to rename them just to liquid zones, not the weekly. I don't know what I had in mind. It's still in the range, okay? The range is defended. And what else to look for? Well, the potential retest into the liquid zone, and in bullish case scenario it will react and back into the range, and the final level 131 this year would be achievable, the point of control of this range. If it closes the monthly below, it will confirm its bearishness, because like stochastics are still down, RSI is still down. So this is for the coming year. Like monthly takes years to play, so don't worry, we'll go lower. Weekly, same picture, bullish divergence, RSI showing buy, stochastic showing buy, bullish divergence on the RSI, close above the liquid zone and trying to climb higher, where I would be looking for a target around the 21 EMA, but the closer one where I would take my profits will be this, more or less this zone here. Okay, we'll adapt it. Okay, so we have a fib measurement 61866, golden pocket, easy play. So if you want to short and play some short-term scenarios on based on the weekly, yeah, here is your level to watch. Especially if we go to the daily, the fast component of JStocks is kind of overcooked, but stochastics are still climbing up. RSI is in a bull zone. Different than Euro USD, because price action reclaimed the daily 21 EMA, reacted of the 55, and right now in this clusterfuck. Overall, I think it will reach this 123-ish, 123,500-ish level in the next week, I mean, next week or two. But basically, this is the zone to be watched, to take profits. Overall closure above the 55 EMA in this case, what would mean in my trading style, it would love to over time to go to the 200 EMA and SMA. So breaking the 55 is like, at least for me. So it's kind of bullish in this whole bearishness. And let's see on the 4 hour what we can squeeze. And this is what I wanted to talk with you about. This is just using the EMAs, okay? So this is the bullish setup, which I always take no matter what, okay? So this is kind of like 200 EMA is above 200 SMA, 21 just crossed, price action is near. And what happened? It retested the 200 EMA and SMA, and also the 21 EMA and almost 55 in the same way, in the same time. And because it retested them, there is kind of a hidden bullish divergence. The only thing I would watch is stochastics are going down, but because the fast component is going also, like I would look for it like something like this and up. Okay, so here is my take profit for sure, at least partial, but this is like a powerful bullish setup, and if it plays nicely. So even if I have to take a loser, I would take it, because it's easy to manage. So close below here, and I'm out of the trade, and I'm looking for a next one, probably to the downside, to the support here, coming around 117,780. So this is like how I would play it. If it goes higher, 786, yeah, there is a level here on the 4 hour. So I can see here is the resistance, so there is the next one and the swing high. So if it breaks the swing high, confirms the reversal of this short-term downtrend, this downtrend, it's not short-term, and it will inflict targets higher but we will focus on them later if it happens. Okay, so if it happens, we'll cover them. We'll have enough time to do so. So here is, and you can see some of my drawings already. Oh Jesus, yeah, I hate talking to myself and when microphone is not working. Anyway, so what we can see here, let me remove my production lines, my LARP lines. So here it is. First of all, GBP/JPY, known as the Beast or the Widowmaker, broke the liquid zone. There is no bearish divergence here. Stochastics are overcooked on the weekly, so yeah, I would be careful, especially that it tested this 167, 680 level. So this is on the monthly basis. So probably some high, some up and down, or the vice versa, some up and down. So it's always either up or down, for sure to the right. But if we go with the weekly, it is on the 21 EMA. And we have a small range, which we will cover in a moment. The RSI is in the neutral zone. Stochastics are going down. So how I would look at it, it reacted off this big level, but this is above the liquid zone. So I would look for another test into this liquid zone and then up. If not, if it will break to the bottom, then we have a next level around 149.070, even lower over time. So this is based on a weekly, so it still will take a lot of time, but on a daily and on the weekly, there's one more thing, a bearish divergence here, okay? So the bearish divergence, it played the first targets, according to my friends, the 21 EMA, it played it a few times already. It just fucking moves. It loves to move. But on the daily, what we are looking for, same level 157, 880. It's like where I think the price action can go. The test of the 200 EMA and SMA after breaking the 55 here would be a really nice play. Overall, remember, this is on the top of the liquid zone, so don't be overly aggressive. So first thing to watch, 160 on the 4-hour, 16800. This is the level to watch. Possible bounce here up to the 160 to 950. Like a short term, I would be looking at it, and there is a decision time. If it breaks, then back to the point of control, which will be 165, almost even, and then higher. So here are our levels, and here is like 164, 700, 740, 165. So this is how I'm looking at it. Here are our zones, and pretty easy to play. So if it breaks, confirms, buy the retest, sell it on the next one, and this is how you can play all the markets. It's just, you don't need to use different strategies, just learn the ranges, man. It's like Forex is like a permanent range, but even in trending markets you can play ranges, okay? USD/JPY, okay. This is fucking crazy. I mean, okay. So there is monthly, and the stochastics and the fast component are already overcooked on it. A huge reaction over this level 138. It's based on a weekly, so we'll go to the weekly in a moment. But overall, how I'm looking at it, at such dildo, it tries to come back into the Bollinger Band. So I don't know if it closed below, but it probably closed below the Bollinger Band here. So it's giving me using my strategy, Bollinger Band strategy, it's giving me a potential sell signal. So over next few months, just looking for a retest higher around 135. I need to see where the Bollinger Band was here. So 133, 380. And we had a closure 133, 198. Yeah, so it closed below. So 380, which is confluent with more or less, which is confluent. It's not confluent, but I would be looking to 134 to 150 over next month, and probably more downside. So this is what I said in the last video. I'm looking for at least retracement in this uptrend. It's crazy. I know people were longing here and they are getting wrecked because, well, it's too expensive. My trading style is based on finding good opportunities. So I want something relatively cheap to buy and relatively expensive to sell. This is this is how you trade in normal life also. So this is what you're looking at. You don't want to be FOMOing, okay, everybody's buying, prices going up, and you want to be buying. Not exactly like this. If prices are going up, there will be cuts, retracements, because people will run out of the money to buy so expensive, and they need to start selling for you to fill your orders. So here is the monthly, and here is the big liquid zone to watch on the USD JPY. If it breaks below, then we will cover it. We have a lot of time. It's monthly. On a daily, it's a huge bearish divergence, like a big one. Of course, there is a potential bullish hidden one, but stochastics are crossing down. The fast component is going down, and I would be looking really for the 21 EMA at least on this retrace, if it's a retrace. And if we pull our fibs, yeah, this is where I'm looking at in the coming days. Let's go to a daily. Weekly, it's not so interesting, but the daily it's more, because we can already start to plot something. So here is like a short-term support zone. Here we have 131 400. It's our fib level, which after daily closing below the 55 EMA, most likely at least here. Here is the support level. If it fails, then back to the liquid zone confluent with the 200 EMA and SMA. So the final target, if you short it, some pullback to the 134 300, and you can play to the next zone. If it breaks, to the next zone and the next zone and the next zone. Okay, so here is the big level to watch. Overall, as I said, I think this retrace will last a little while. So 4 hours is more clear. On a daily, we covered everything. Yeah, stochastics are still going down. 4 hours is more clear. It doesn't have any divergences or sort of them. The stochastics are up. So how I look at it, how I would play it, probably go a little bit lower to the support and bounce, and let's see how it handles. So this is my first zone, second, third, and same to the downside. Yeah, so just cut them and trade zone by zone, book the money, take partials, take whole profits. Like, taking profits never made nobody poor. It's like, Jesus. Okay, so the last but not least, Nzd Usd. It's kind of funny to watch. I just need to remove my drawings. Okay, so this monthly closed actually pretty bullish, okay, and pretty bullish. So the next one, as with the former ones, retest to the liquid zone and up to some level. So here is the big liquid zone to be watching. It's really respected, and you really want to be careful when shorting here. If we go to the weekly, you can see bullish divergence again, stochastic. All of those charts are the same, which brings me like the reflection that most of the markets is right now driven just by the strength of the dollar. Nothing real in it. It's just the strength over dollar over other currencies. It's all the economies are right now shit. So it's only which one sinks faster, in my opinion. So here is the bullish divergence. Also our fib pull, I hope Mark won't kill me for them, but this is 618, so 64 I'm watching to. If I'm long, I'm not trading this, but if I was long based on this bullish divergence here, I would be closing my trade. Overall, I think it can go higher to 65 360 if things get really bullish, and let's see from there. If it goes higher, then we have the next level towards 67 250. So this is weekly, so it takes time. On a daily, also like more bullish pictures. So 21 EMA reclaimed reaction of the 55, and also bullish close above the liquid zone. RSI in a bullish control zone already, and going higher. RSI still going higher. So the daily is so bullish. Levels are clear, and the same setup as I spoke about last time. What was it? GBP USD probably. The 200 EMA, 200 SMA. So the red one above the gray one. The gray one is 200 SMA. 21 above it. Reaction tests all of them. Then reclaims the 21 EMA, and of course stochastics are going down, but it looks for me like a reset. So some more consolidation short term, and then more up this is what I would think. This is how I would trade, and I'm actually planning to take this trade on Monday opening. So Dixie, Dixie. So first of all, like for people who want to trade Dixie, you don't need to. Dixie is the strength index, dollar strength index, based on a basket of currencies. Which, guess what? Majority of those currencies, like the main one, is the Euro USD. It's more than 40% of the whole basket. Okay, so if you want to trade Dixie, you have the inverted chart of it, which is Euro USD, more or less, with small differences. But Euro USD is the most traded asset in the world. Okay, it has the biggest liquidity out of all markets, including traditionals. Okay, so this is like the main market. So Euro USD is like 90% of all the currencies being traded. So you really want to think about it in a way that you can trade Euro USD. And if we look at the Dixie, yes, it is kind of a little more bullish. So it gives me like the thought that it didn't end yet, the whole rally, but it shows some weakness out of this level, 109.500. Some reaction out of it. This is on a quarterly. If we go to the monthly, I won't go lower. I mean, we can go to the weekly and see the same. There is a bearish divergence here, okay? So I would be waiting for at least hidden bull one to counter this divergence. So coming back to this top liquid zone, as you can see on the monthly, it's kind of a, I mean, it can, okay? It's highly probable in my opinion. As I said in the last video, a retracement's coming. So as you can see, like, it broke this big range and it's going higher. Here it found there is not much level left. If it breaks the 120, I don't think it can do everything, but it's still a long way to go. Okay, so it's still years to go, and I wouldn't be overly excited yet. So it's all. Thank you for watching it. I hope this video helped you, and I hope this one is already with the sound. Like, subscribe or dislike, and see you in the next video. Take care.